It's crazy.
Hey guys, welcome back to Zippy Talks, where we talk about things that even Hitler's too scared to speak of. And today we're
No warning, no nothing. Just okay.
that's how we do it on the Zippy Zoom YouTube channel.
Are we allowed to cuss on your channel?
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit.
Oh, okay.
Don't listen to that, Mom.
Mom?
Today we're going to be talking about what it's like taking care of Gen Alpha kids because we are all teachers for a
After school program.
after school program, and we
Teach.
very good. All right, so we'll start from right to left. Give me your name and what you.
This is left to right.
We'll start from right to left. Give me your name and what you do.
My name is Ariana, and I teach STEP for the kids.
My name is Nazarene, and I teach vocals and music theory.
Y'all know who I am, and I'm just kind of an assistant. I do things that people tell me to.
My name's Rakeem, and I teach Michael Jackson style movement.
Very good. Now, when you guys first started, what is do you have any experience with kids at all, or was it just like completely new to you?
For me, I had some experience with kids. So prior to being here, I worked with like little babies, teaching them developmental stuff. So how to like walk, use their hands, and interact with each other on their age level. But then elementary school students, I was actually afraid of them. I didn't want this, but but I'm here now, and they're pretty cool when they want to be. So yeah.
What are we doing? Okay. No, it wasn't my first time teaching kids when I came here. I taught at a summer camp, but I'm sorry, I didn't teach. I sold snacks at a summer camp from a place called a Snack Shack. It was no AC or anything of the sorts. There I dealt with a lot of spoiled, rich kids of all ages, and the ages are pretty much the same for where we teach now. Yeah, I wouldn't go back there, but that's about it.
It was my very first time.
I make them swallow it, so it was your very first time. Continue.
Let's try again.
It was my very first time, and I hadn't.
I didn't even say anything. I literally kept my mouth covered so I wouldn't say anything.
You cannot keep interrupting Kimra.
You can,
Keep interrupting.
but hold on.
Yeah, this is my
Oh,
show.
no. So yeah, it was my first time. I almost said no to the job because I didn't want to work with children, but our boss talked me into trying it out for a day, and so I tried it out and I got really attached to the children.
Been here for 8 years.
9.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Old ass. So when it comes to now, we don't spend every day. I mean, we don't spend like all the time with these kids. We have a certain schedule that we follow. Is there anything that you notice about how kids are raised today compared to how we were raised?
Yeah. So,
gotta go off.
we can, because I
Okay.
think we both got a lot to say on this subject. So for starters, listen, I got my behind tore up, consistently, but I wasn't a bad child. I had a mouth on me, like I had a smart mouth, and I was sneaky because I'm short, so I would do things that I know my mom she couldn't see because I'm short, I'm sneaky. These kids, they say certain Gen Alpha, they say things to you, and
Forget that you're an adult. Like the respect ain't there, and it's like I think it's the internet culture where everything's a joke, and so there's no separation between the real world and the internet world. So they see like people being smart to adults on the internet. They think they can come in here with that mess, and it's just like, excuse you, Who are you talking to?
And not only that, but they also. Sorry. They also came or like had to grow up during COVID, so I think that also added on to the difference between their generation and our generation. We followed instructions. They do not care who you are. They will talk to you like they're their best friend.
Mom, dad, grandma.
It takes another level of instilling discipline because, like, corporal punishment, we don't do that type of ish, right? And for me, my experience as a child, I probably got beat twice, but I got punishments when I would do bad. So I got stuff taken away, or I didn't get to do certain things, even at school. So it was just like, okay, let me, straighten up and fly right. But out here, it's just like they don't, like, you tell them, it's like, oh, do you want me to, like, tell your parents or have a conference with your parents? And when you get in touch with the parents, and the parents are just like, well, what are you going to do about it? I'm like, ma'am,
Yeah.
they came out of your cooch. What do you want me to do?
And to kind of piggyback off of that, I feel like a lot of parents now, they send their kids to school or aftercare programs or summer camps and expect us, the people who work there, to do the raising. And I think that is the biggest disconnect because in my generation, or in our generation, we knew when I send you in here, don't you act a fool, don't embarrass me. Like, those were the things that we knew. Whereas here, I don't think a lot of the kids get that conversation or even have that discipline at home because it's the gentle parenting. And I think some people have a different interpretation or a different understanding of gentle parenting. No, you don't have to spank your kids or anything like that. You don't have to pop their hands, pop their mouth, or anything of the sort. But I feel like sometimes some parents, they think of gentle parenting and they say, yeah, I'm going to be her best friend. And that's that. And not literally say, yeah, we cool. I'm still your parent and you're still going to respect me at the end of the day. And I think that's the biggest disconnect or difference when it comes to how our generation was raised and how Generation Alpha is being raised.
And I think a lot of parents want to gain their children's respect in a wrong way. Like they want to buy it or just be like, see how cool of a parent I am? You respect me now? And the kids aren't stupid. They're like, I'm gonna walk all over you. Like there was one time a parent came to pick up their child. Y'all all know this child. And she was like, Daddy, it's not time yet. I don't want to go. He was like, well, okay. You can say. And he was like, all right, I'm going to grab your stuff. Daddy, where are you going? I'm not ready to go yet. And I'm looking at him, and I looked at her, and I looked at him, and I'm like,
You just going to go like that?
you just gonna lay down like that. Another time, there was another child that we had who it was after a showcase we had, and I don't know what he was on. He just straight up screamed, like right here in his mother's face, and screamed in her face, and she was like, okay. It's like, I'm sorry.
I would have gotten backhanded, right?
Like, even if you don't do the pow pow, you can be like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Get it together right now. Because that, like, when they try to get like that with us, we don't go like that. It doesn't give at all, but my bass will go in my voice because it's like, who are you talking to?
Or the crazy eyes, or you hit the, let me tell you something right now, you know what I'm saying? You do the little lips that your mommy, sit down, go over there. All right, we don't do all that now.
So, for those of you who don't know, the reason I wanted to do this, talk about this, is because I see that all over the internet, YouTube, pretty much, is that a lot of people are hating on Gen Alpha and even Gen Beta, which is the one that's coming out now.
They're just bored.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because
Came out the cooch.
I think
They're not even really talking for real.
True.
yeah, and I
They're not
think
ready.
the reason why a lot of like Gen Alpha is getting hate is because people only know the internet kids, which is pretty much like roughly you could say all of them, but people are focused on like only what they see, and like that's what they think that all of Gen Alpha is. And I just think it's like kind of really stupid for people to be hating on kids that, one, you don't even know. And like, sure, kids are going to be cringe. That's just part of being a child. But because of how different it was from us, because me being born in 2004 and Gen Z in entirety, we were kind of like a transitional period. We had the internet like when it was kind of new, and how the internet is now versus how these kids were pretty much raised on it. But even like back in the 2010s, we had stuff that they have. Like we don't have. They have like their Skibbity toys, their Rizzlers, their Yacht. But we had like what do we have? We had Yeet. We had Mom Get the Camera. We had all this like MLG stuff. You remember those videos? You remember those? You're old. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You're younger Gen Z because
I'm surrounded by grandparents.
Real quick, I am not Gen Z. I am a millennial.
Yeah,
So
you're like, what,
I
45?
had the best childhood. I'm 32.
Oh, sorry, 42.
I had the best childhood of all of us.
The best.
I won't say you had the best.
you had Bill Clinton and George Bush. We had Obama. Please.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Anyway. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Two terms.
Two
Two
times.
terms.
Put some respect on it.
The best one. Fight with your mama. Anyway. But I would say I was born in 99. So I got a little bit of both. Like I got like the 90s experience. Didn't have cable at first, but then like you had the roll in of like internet memes and everything. So I remember like Do It for the Vine. We live in the DMV area, so I remember DMV slang.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what DMV is, DC, Maryland, Virginia. So I remember
Only the metro.
Only the metro.
Only the metro part. So
not Baltimore. We love you.
we love Baltimore.
From
Listen,
afar.
from afar. I love Baltimore.
From afar.
Damn. The comments are gonna light up for that one. No, like the two step is great.
The yeah.
What the fuck it is, dummy?
Dum dum.
Let's not get too off topic.
Sorry, but we had different things that seem stupid. Like talking to my mom, she's just like, "What are y'all doing?" But a lot of it was synonymous with like bringing back 80s slang. It was like bringing back things from the past and just updating them. Yeah. Now it's like random things will pop up and it's just like weird brain rat stuff, and then it just catches on like wildfire. It's like our wildfire, like Friday by Rebecca Black, we had that. Baby by Justin Bieber. The Do You Like Waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Like stuff like that. It was stuff that was annoying, but it was like you got what was happening. But now it's just like they make noises.
So do you think it's because we're older now that we are not? Because what if we were kids? Would we still think that was funny?
Well, I think if we were children, sure, because we're children, and it's all that we see, and it's what we adapt to. Like, our humor, it's adaptable humor. Like, my mom, I'll say, like, when SpongeBob first came out, my mom didn't think it was funny, but then it grew on her type of stuff. But the humor now is, like, I don't want to say trash humor because it's not trash. Like, if it's funny to you, it's funny to you.
Fair enough.
But I mean, like, it's like ADHD humor on steroids, and now it's like ADHD autism humor is a trend, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's like they're steeped in that. So even if they don't get it, they'll make themselves get it because they're kids. Like, they're not going to not do it because it's not cool to not do it type stuff.
And to kind of backtrack a little bit to what she was talking about, like the vines, we had the I need a pencil, y'all. And then the sitting on the toilet. And that was dumb as hell. And that was dumb. Like, that was really stupid. And then even like with our parents, like how Nazarene was saying with the SpongeBob, my mom used to come downstairs and watch iCarly, Wizards of Waverly Place, Jessie. Like, she would watch all the shows with me, and she was laughing more than I was because, of course, she really understood what was really happening. But she was cracking up. Whereas now, some of the shows, I don't really know what's on now, but some of the shows that I know the kids watch, like Apple and Onion. I don't know what that's about.
Hold on, that one was actually funny.
I've never watched Apple and Onion. I watched Pickle and Peanut. I watched Pickle and Peanut, but not Apple and Onion.
Apple and Onion is actually low-key hilarious.
I've never seen that one.
Funny.
I've never seen that. But outside of that one, I don't know what other shows they have.
Teen Titans Go is dumb as hell.
Well, yeah. I mean, I like the OG Teen Titans. You know what I'm saying? OG. Yeah, you can't. That's just kind of like, whoa.
Channel 1 no more. They just know about. They're like, have you seen Teen Titans Go? I was like, I know about it, but I've seen like the actual Teen Titans. She said, there's another Teen Titans. I'm like,
They're used to the what's the go dun 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 and not the trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans. See, that's what we're used to. But yeah, to go back on track because I most definitely sidetracked this. But yeah, that. I think it's a lot of that. And I feel like a lot of the kids now, because they spend so much time on social media, they do not have a mind of their own. Yeah. And I've noticed that in a lot of the kids that we work with. And it's kind of, and honestly, even in some of my own friends who they don't have, like, I can be having a conversation and then they'll say, you know what I just thought about? Something that's such a common thing that I've heard on social media. And they're like, yeah, and I just thought about that because, like, that's just so crazy. And I'm like, yo, like, you didn't think of that. Like, I just saw that on TikTok. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is not new. Yeah.
it's like
So-
oh.
Go ahead. Oh, please.
I was gonna say they.
Like, what?
Okay. But they regurgitate information, and if it's not like common information that they've seen or they know, they're afraid to speak their own mind. Like, you'll ask them, like, when I first started working here, I was trying to do like emotion exercises and like get them to feel their own feelings. And there would be times where I'm playing a song, I'm like, how does it make you feel? And then they'd just be looking at me and they'd be like, how's it supposed to make me feel? I'm like, I don't know. I don't live in your brain. And they're like, oh, is it like this? And then like somebody would like come up with their own thing and then they will all be like, oh yeah, I felt like that too. I felt like that too. Or I would tell them to make up a story in their head based off of like when I would do sound bathing to a certain song. And then somebody would just come out, somebody would tell me like a real answer. It's like, oh, I was flying through the clouds, or I was like a fairy or something like that. And then somebody's like, I was eating cheeseburgers. And then everybody's like, I was eating cheeseburgers and then I ate fries. And the next person would be like, I had cheeseburgers, fries, and a milkshake. And then a dragon came out and they'd be like, oh yeah. And the dragon did that. I'm like, how you saying what's in their mind?
Right.
What did you think about? What's going on? And even when you're asking questions, they're afraid to be wrong. Like, because in our county, they are the younger they are, like the younger ones have to be on their computer mandatory for 30 minutes. And the older ones, like an hour or two. So there are times where you'll walk in a classroom if we're doing like outreach work and the kids are quiet, but it's because they're sucked into a screen. Yeah. And then when you get them out of the screen, it's like they don't know what to do with real life. They're just like, blah, 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 blah,
If
blah.
I may comment on that
Yes.
real quick, it's like so we play music for the kids sometimes, and like we usually play it like on a tablet, and if they see whatever little funny cartoon is on that tablet, they are like hooked on that. And like the first time I saw that, it really took me back. It's like I'm calling their name like 3 times, and they're just like so focused on like what's on the screen that it's just like, whoa, like whoa.
Like,
Take it easy, man.
when I was younger, put a TV in front of us. We're talking. We're not even focused on the screen. We're focused on each other. Like, it would be so hard to get us to focus on a movie. If it was movie day, people would be talking. The teacher would have to tell us to be quiet. We would get movie day canceled type stuff because we're in tune with each other. But now, you never have to cancel a video. You showing a video, like the first time I showed a video, I'm expecting like them to be rowdy or anything. Quiet as mice. I was like,
You could hear a pin drop.
it's crazy.
And speaking on food, because you were talking about that earlier, I think it was my first day here. It was during summer camp, and I didn't really have too many experience with kids. Like, I'd been in areas where like there were kids around, but I didn't really like interact with kids too much. One of the first things I saw was a kid drinking Prime and talking about Skibbity Toilet. And the moment I saw that, I was like, "Oh God, it's real." All of the internet stuff, like it's legit. It's like these are how kids actually are. And I was like,
It's so
Jesus.
bad. Our 4-year-old has started to say it.
Yes.
Our baby.
Our baby.
Our baby boy.
That right there.
He said Sigma, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I took him. You took him.
You've been corrupted.
Wait. Little Z?
Yes.
No, they ruined him.
They ruined Little Z. They're getting to him.
They got him.
They got him.
They got
They
him.
got him.
They got him. They got him real bad.
And he had the chance to be. He's probably, because he's 4, he had the chance to be his own person. But they're molding him. The other kids.
For the most part, because of because I don't know if I can say that. Can I say that his mom works with us?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, his mom works with us. And so, like, we know her.
Sorry, because you just asked, can I say his mom works with us into the mic?
But he can cut it. He can cut it out.
That's true. I forgot about that.
It's not live.
Editing is a thing now.
It's fine.
My bad.
No, but like his mom works with us, so the person that his mom is and like our supervisor is his uncle. So like, you know, you have people that will rein him in and won't let him go astray. But at the same time, like him, other little children that were like in kindergarten, they're just like, what's a skibbity? And then they just start saying it's skibbity toilet. And then they look at you because they know that it's gonna get a rise out of you, and they're like, skibbity toilet. And I'm like,
Intermission. Today's video is sponsored
hold on.
by Geico Car Insurance. You should squish that funny little lizard with your hands and watch his green blood spill everywhere.
what the hell? What
have
is
you been
going
saying?
on?
What have you been saying? the
Oh
whole
shoot!
time?
It's 7 o'clock. Woo! 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 Woo!
And with that, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. That's us signing out.
Kaden, what did you do?
I walked out. I just opened the door. Oh my God.
Was about to
I
end.
gotta scooch and skedaddle.
All right, this has been Zippy Talks, where we talk about things that even Hitler's too scared of. We'll say we'll see you guys.
Fix it
Yeah.
first.
Is it fixed?
I think it's funnier that it's not fixed. It's off censored.
The way that it slid in like that.
Yeah, something just fell behind the camera, and that was our cue to wrap it up.
All right, well,
I would have run so fast. I'm not
Oh,
gonna hold you. I was never here.
you know what they say. On 3, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Bitch.
We're black.
We practiced this. We practiced what to say, you idiot.
Otoño.
You're right. You're right.
Otoño.
Neo.
Otoño.
All right, are we ready?
Otoño.
Otonil.
Sounds like you're saying Otonio.
Neil.
Otoño.
Oh,
Yes.
Otoño. What? What is it? What is your name?
I'm not saying you because
Otto?
Moving on.
Do you have
wait,
questions
hold on.
written down for us to
I
ask?
was supposed to, but
My
I'll
God.
come up with them on the spot. It's fine.